Welcome back, viewers. You're watching Asian Vibes, and we're having this interesting talk with Dr. Apichart and Lixin, who's sharing their journey to Thunder Bay, and they shared their insights on how integrating different cultures has been for them. You were also mentioning that there are few international students coming from Thailand, right? And it's a challenge, to bring students.
Right now, Lake University is doing a lot of recruitment in different countries to encourage enrollment from international students. So we have some students from Thailand, we have some students from China and India, and also from other parts of the world. And it's actually increasing every year, the number of international students. And what I did notice in talking to them is many of them I'm a physics professor, so I see many first-year students taking first year in physics, math, chemistry, biology, and other field. And the greatest difficulty they have is actually following the lectures, because basically some of them they can communicate, but to understand a concept in science, in physics or math, is a bit more difficult.
It's the language?
That's right. It's the language issue. I mean, because when professors speak, we speak as if most students have a facility in English, but if you're from a different country and you don't use English every day, then it's difficult. And what I tell my students,
especially scientific technical terms.
That's right.
Terminologies.
That's right. So sometimes they just miss something completely because they're not used to the jargon. So what I usually tell them.
What is your suggestions for them?
It's actually to use English more. I mean, the more English you use, the better you will get. And the best way to do that is to meet, to talk to other Canadian students.
Network and just widen your people, your group of friends.
And then widen your network of friends. I mean, of course, most students from let's say different culture will try to will have friends with their own cultures, but it's always useful to learn about other culture. And in this way, you can improve your English if you don't understand something that was said by a professor in class. You can ask your friend. Maybe they will know. I mean, what the professor said, and that's probably the best way to do it. To open yourself to making more friends, different culture and different friends, and then everything will follow after that, and everything will improve after that.
Before we wrap up, I wanted to just, Lixin, if you can recall your childhood memories from where you grew up. If you can share a little bit about where you grew up. You grew up in Beijing, yeah?
Yes,
If there is anything that you can remember about your country, would love to hear about that beautiful country. It's rich in history.
It is. Yes, I was born in Beijing and grew up most of my high school, university there. But I was born in the particular, the period is that we call the Cultural Revolution period at that time. So, and most of my childhood, and we are, as my family, and we are struggling to survive. So my mom was engineering, my father was a mechanical technician. So, but we don't have like most of the Chinese family, we're struggling to survive at that time. But after China opened the door, and our life improved a lot, and we are have more varieties on the food, and more varieties on different things, and we never see it before when I was a child. So.
It's always good learning, when you open yourself to different experiences and different cultures, and you don't need a revolution every time. It's just opening your minds to new things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's different than, you know, first I came to Canada comparing the first time, so lots of difference.
Lots of difference.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
hit you
I was,
most? What hit Lixin? What was the first thing that hit you most when you moved to Canada in general and Thunder Bay specifically? Was there what was it? It was not the weather, I'm sure. What was that impacted you the most?
most days I found myself have so many choices.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, not, you know, you can food, you have so much varieties, and career, you have so many choices. And in my particular time, I grew up in China, and when I went to the university, after university, and actually I don't need to looking for the job. The government gave me the job, so I just
Nice.
take the job, and I have to work for the rest of my life for the same job.
Yeah.
I don't have choices.
But here you have.
But here we have, and you can experience so
pursue
many.
a lot of interests. Yeah.
Yeah, and try different jobs,
Try different
different
things.
experience, and you have so many different cultures you can experience. You can talk to the people.
What I like most is opportunity for everybody.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's
it's up to you. There is a whole lot of things out there that you can pursue.
right.
What about you, Dr. Apichart? Your memories of home, if I
Well-
may say so.
Well,
Thailand, yeah.
I was quite young, and I mean the things that I remember most, you know, of course, when you have holidays, because in Thailand you have to go to school like when you're in grade school 6 or 7 days a week. You don't get a day off. Sometimes you get 1 day off, and I always remember the festival, and the two biggest ones are actually the Songkran festival,
Songkran, yes, yeah.
which is a water festival common in Southeast Asia, where we celebrate the coming of the rainy season. And it happened before the rainy season, but everyone just go out and throw water
Water
at each
at
other.
each other. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
So that one I remember, and actually Bangkok and the south of Thailand has a lot of Chinese, so we actually celebrate Chinese New Year every
as
year.
well.
It's actually a big celebration in Thailand. We call them Kutjin. And then the things that I remember are like being out with my cousins, playing with the mini firecracker. They're just little ones, but they make a lot of noise. And I remember the food. Usually there's a lot of food consumed during the Chinese New Year. So those are the things I remember the most from Thailand.
Thank you so much for sharing all these beautiful memories from back home, and also your stay here and how well you're already integrated into the community, but also helping your children. And Dr. Apichart, you with your students, you try to convey the same message of you know, opening your minds to absorb more cultures and learning through that process. I wish you all the very, very best for your future research work and your drive to you know, help the international students.
Thank you.
Thank you. And Lixin, all the best for you, for your cultural endeavors and all that art that you try to pursue here, especially your dance and music forms.
Yeah.
Wish you all the very, very best. And thank you so much for making time to come to our studio. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Dear viewers, till we meet again, stay well. I hope you enjoyed the show. Continue to watch Asian Vibes.